Good evening. So just a short one today. I haven't been able to do too much work on this because I was trying to chase down a bit of a gremlin. But I'm picking up where I left off last night with the Tetris-based game. So I'm just going to switch over here to screen capture. And I'm going to show you what I've done. So I've also done some preparation work by creating some variables. So I'm going to come in here to my variables. And what I've done is I've actually set up an array group because I think I'm going to have to change how I'm doing my blocks. So I've set these to red, green, blue, and purple. I've made that in group 1, so there's an array there. Then I set a random value here, and I just have it blank. And I have a chosen item that's set blank, and that's all to work with this array for making a random drop. However, that's just pre-work for where I think I have to go because of the bug I'll show you in a second. So I also set up this global variable of score, and it's a number variable, and it's set to 0. So let's exit out of that, and exit out of that, and we'll come back here. And so I'm still working with what I set up for the block movement on the red. And what I've done is, in order to make the left to right and the rotation better, I've had to add strong forces because it's per second. And when you release the button, it's only, the left button or the space button or the right button, it's only a fraction of a second. So I needed to play around with those to get a much better fit. So what I've done is I've jumped those up to minus 2500 for the left, 2500 for the movement right, and for the rotation, 800 degrees a second. So the bug I ran into, and I'll show you this in just a second here, is that when these are dropping, that's fine. You can navigate those around, move them back and forth, and then when they hit the bottom, they stop and they don't move. All the forces removed. That's down here, stop, remove all forces. However, when you hit the rotate button, all the blocks on the screen rotate, not just the one you're currently working on, and I haven't found a fix for that. So I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, I'll just show you quickly where I'm at with that, and then I went working on this other route, which I may have to do. So a lot of time was just spent in the R&D tonight. I also changed the spawn time, so because of the on-screen, and thought if it's not on screen, it won't get affected, but that wasn't the case. So we should be spawning any second now. Red block. Here it is. I'm just going to quickly show you. It moves quicker. Rotate it around. There, it's on the bottom. Stops when it hits that black bar like we set up last night. So waiting for the second one to show up. Here it comes. We'll just move it over. Rotate it. See how the other one rotated? That's the bug. Now we'll just do another round of that to show you when I don't rotate just movement, how only the one on screen moves. That's probably a better way to do that rotation. I can probably set it up using a grid movement or something to rotate in 45s, but see now, left and right, nothing. But as soon as I hit rotate, they both rotate. So that's the problem. You can see here I cleared 2 out, so we've got 200 points. So the score variable is working. But that's about all I've done tonight because I'm trying to troubleshoot that problem and it's eating up a bunch of my time. So I'm probably going to have to watch a few other videos, maybe do a little bit of reading, maybe figure out a different way to do that. I started going down the path of setting up the array for the generation because then I can just spawn the different blocks as part of the array by pulling a random spawn number. Because what I would use is I would use this behavior for spawning. However, whereas if you periodically spawn, which is a great behavior, and that's going to be awesome in like action RPGs or bullet swarms, things like that. It's going to be an amazing behavior for using for that. But what I found is that it doesn't let me add multiple spawns. So it doesn't have, like, what would be awesome is if the developer added another field if you wanted to. Add another spawn, add another spawn, add another spawn. And then you can go add green, add blue, add red. And it would just, and you could set a thing here that just said random spawn, one of the above listed or something. Anyway, that's not there, so I was playing around with setting up multiple of my, oh, cancel. Let me go back to here. So I was setting up multiple of these, one for green, one for red, one for whatever. But then I ran into that block issue and thought, whoa, let's backtrack. Let's try building an array and let's go from there. So anyway, there'll probably be another one tomorrow. And if I don't get it figured out, maybe another one after that. But the basics for the game is here, and or at least the round of a game. And I'll try to flush that out a little smoother tomorrow. Have a great night. I'll see you in the next one.